Hey guys, you're welcome back to another episode of Oyo Ndoki Kitchen and Lifestyle. On today's recipe, I'll be making one of my most delicious meals that have kept me in shape for the past 6 years. I'll be sharing this recipe with you, so stay tuned to find out how we'll make my delicious kale stew. These are the ingredients for my delicious kale stew. I'm going to be listing them in the description box. So guys, let's get cooking. Alright, so what I have here, I have some sage, sage leaves. I have some rosemary, is already picked. And I have some fresh thyme as well. I have a thumb size of ginger. I have some garlic, about 4 cloves of garlic. And also I have pepper. And I'll be using some Shishito Pepper. It's not too hard, so we're going to get them into the food processor and then give them a good blend. Alright, so now I'm going to marinate this chicken breast. Okay, this is one of the healthiest part of the chicken. It has less fat in it, so we're going to get them into the bowl. Everything is washed and clean. Alright, so guys, remember the herbs and garlic and ginger that we blended. We're gonna use it for our marinade, so you toss everything in. Alright, so now I'm going to get in freshly grounded black pepper. So just, I love the aroma from black pepper a lot. So feel free to massage the chicken. You can use your bare hands if you want to, but because I added pepper here today, I have to cover my hands. I'm going to leave this to marinate for 30 minutes to 1 hour if you have the time. Alright, so while we are waiting for our chicken to marinate, we are going to start with our shrimp. So I have here 1 butter stick, but I'm going to be using half of it. Alright, so we get it in, allow it to sizzle and melt. Alright, so my pan is very hot now. I'm going to get the shrimps. I'll be cooking with wild caught Argentina shrimp. This is very, very tasty. And for this, I'll just be using some garlic. Alright, so now I'm going to add some black pepper to it. Then stir nicely to incorporate. So we're going to allow it to cook for another 2 minutes. Alright, so I'm gonna squeeze in some lime into this, just a dash of it. You stir in. Our shrimp is ready, and we're going to set it aside. Alright, so now I'm going to get all of this processed in the food processor, and let's start. I'm using 2 kinds of onions, purple onions and white onions. So now I'm going to get on with that pepper mix. So now I'm adding on some olive oil so we're gonna allow it to saute for a minute or 2 before we continue. Alright, so this is 35 minutes after, and I want to get this into a grill first before we cook it down. So let's get it cooking. So I'm going to get the pepper mix into the pot. Stir nicely. So we have here the shishito pepper, we have the orange bell pepper, the red and the yellow one, and some onions. So we are going to allow this to boil down. Alright guys, you can see our chicken is looking nice. So basically what we did here was to get it grilled a bit before we get it into the pot. This will give it the smoky flavor I really want to get in this recipe. So now we're going to set it aside to cool down a little bit before I give it a good cut and then stir it back into the pot. The aroma from this smoky grilled chicken is amazing. Alright, so guys, I'm just going to cut the grilled chicken. You can see it's not fully done. Alright, so I'm cooking one after the other. Even better. If you don't want to do the grill before you cook your chicken, it's totally fine. You can just go ahead and fry your chicken or boil it, or whichever your preference is. But I just want some smokiness. That's why I did half grill. Smells good. So guys, I'm going to get the chicken into the pan here to continue to cook. Alright, you can see it's looking good already. So at this time, I'm going to add some salt to taste. You stir to combine. And I'm also going to add some mushroom. You stir to combine. We're going to allow this to cook for another minute. So guys, our food is looking good. So at this point, I'm going to get the shrimps. Remember the shrimp we sauteed? It tastes so good. So we're gonna get it in right now. The butter garlic shrimp. This smells so good and it tastes so amazing. The smoky grilled chicken is also giving it some flavor. Amazing. So guys, we're going to get the vegetables into the pot. Yeah, we have quite huge quantity here. Kale stew, that's what I'm making today. You can see the size of my pot as well. It's very, very big. Remember our stew here, we're gonna get it into the pot. Yeah, we're using a big pot because of the size of the vegetable. All right, we're gonna give this a stir to combine. Oh my goodness, a lot of vegetables. I love greens. So we're gonna allow this to cook for 3 minutes. So guys, you can see the whole pot is looking as if I didn't put any vegetable. I tell you guys, when I was adding the vegetable, it was like it was too much. It's absolutely not too much. And this is the size of the pot I'm cooking with. You can see it's a huge one, 11 pots, but everything has gone down. Now for garnishing, because we are done with the cooking, I'm going to be adding the multi sweet pepper. So I have some orange, red, and a little bit of, no, orange and red. I don't have yellow again here. So we're just going to stir to combine nicely. And we're not gonna cook this further. This is completely done. And this is my pot of veggies, one of the ways I enjoy myself and one of my favorite meals. Alright, so at this point our kale stew is done. You can see the freshness from the vegetable. I tell you, this is so yummy and so tasty, very delicious. This is a no guilt meal, no guilt at all. You just enjoy your vegetable. You can eat this with some rice, with some beans. You can eat it alone. You can also eat it with some yam if you prefer to do that. This is one pot of healthy vegetable. We have some good protein, and also we have our kale vegetable with some bell pepper and some herbs for seasoning. We do thank you guys for watching our video today. If you have watched up until this point, we appreciate you. Don't forget to share our video, and also don't forget to leave us some comments and give us some thumbs up. Thank you guys.